Hello everyone and welcome to Shelton Coast Farms here in Stardew Valley. My name is Melanie B. This will be a 4-day compilation episode from Friday the 5th of summer to the 8th of summer. And we start the day off as usual, said hello to the family, and then had some breakfast of crab cakes and espresso. Outside we go into the rain and we got some mail from Harvey which had a bill for 1,000 G's. Thanks a lot Harvey. And into the farm cave we go. Put a few items away. And we grab a few bottles of wine, just over 100 bottles of wine. And we sold the wine. And then it was down to take care of the animals. Got quite a few blue eggs, but we needed to load up some food for these ones. And we went into the coop and then over to the greenhouse. There's quite a bit of stuff in the auto grabber, but we just grabbed out all the coffee we needed. Then it was down to the cellar to check on our preserve jars. And we put down 2 more preserve jars. And grab a few bottles of jelly. And then we refill the empty spot in the greenhouse with some kale. And then we checked in with our fish pond and we got some bottles of aged roe. And then it was back up to the farm for us to sell some of the items we just collected. And then we made our way over to Scarp. And I wanted to plot out some more areas for crops to be planted. So we got that done and planted down the few seeds that we did have of the QI seeds. And then we placed down a few more kegs. And there was a few bottles of ancient fruit wine in there, so we took those. And headed back to the farm. Now I needed to make some more sprinklers to put down over in our new Scarp farming area. I made 5 iridium sprinklers. And over to Ginger Island we went. And to the dig site. Managed to clear out most of this area. And we tried collecting some of the stuff we had in the storage over here. Now I just wanted to hoe up some spots for us to plant some taro tubers. And we searched in the auto grabber to collect a few of the fruit. And we sold some wine here. And grab a few more things out of the auto grabber. We definitely had some problems with inventory management, so we kind of had to move things back and forth and also sell some random bits. Then it was back to the mainland, back to the rain. And we went into the keg shed and we put some hops in there and some mangoes as well. But we didn't have any wine ready, so back down to the farm cave. And we tucked some more stuff away into storage. And we headed back to East Scarp once more. We got the new sprinklers we had crafted earlier and placed those down and put down some more seeds. And we added some more ancient fruit to the pile to get processed. Now it was time to dig up some more dirt spots. So we had 3 new sets of sprinklers added. And it was getting late, so we headed back to the farm. And into bed we went. And for that day, we actually made 491,000 Gs. Next morning, got out of bed and did our typical morning routine. But it was a nice sunny day today. Into the farm cave we go. I decided I wanted to make some more charcoal kiln so we can make some of our wood into coal. So we put down 2 charcoal kilns and decided to add 1 more. Then it was down to see our animals and go into the greenhouse. We said a little hello to each animal. Well, most of them anyway. Then back down to the farm cave we went and got some wood and stone. We took the mountain totem to go over to see Robin. And we wanted to get an upgrade. So our coop, we were going to get it to upgrade it to a deluxe coop. And after that, we headed back to the farm. We cleared out a few random objects on the farm. And time for another trip to the island. I wanted to see what I needed to make the pineapple seed. So we needed some magma caps for that. We grabbed some seeds from the seed maker, 3 pineapple seeds. And we also got some ancient fruit and mangoes. And we made space for even more tower tubers. And once those were planted, we headed back to the mainland. So with our 3 new pineapple seeds, we're going to place them down into the clay pots in the shed. I had quite a ways to go still. And we grabbed some slime hearts from the auto grabber from the farm, and we placed it into the kegs. And once again, back into the farm cave. Tuck some stuff away. Needed to make some more slime heart seeds. We were able to make 30. So we went over to the little separate island area and planted out those seeds, but we still had quite a bit of space. So over to Pierre, we went to get some more seeds, but Pierre was on the island today, so we weren't able to purchase the slime heart seeds. So we headed over to the mines next, grabbed some bombs from the dwarf shop. And over to the quarry we went. And we placed down a few mega bombs. And we got quite a variety of ores and coal. Back to the farm and into the crafting bench. Wanted to make some more slime heart seeds, which had stone and slime required. So I thought by going to the quarry I'd get lots more stone, but I was out of slime, so I was only able to make 7 more. So then we just planted some of the fiber seeds, which were also 7 days because we wanted them to line up and all be 7-day crops there. Then we head back over to the East Scarp Mountain area, and we went over to our farm plot, and we planted some more of the QI beans. And then we headed back to the farm, and we called it a very early night. And then this happened. The fairy showed up and ruined all our hard work. After we took the time to make sure we planted all 7-day crops there, the fairy felt the need to ruin it. Thanks a lot, fairy. Really appreciate that. I can just hear her laughing right now. Okay, wake up the next morning, and we did our typical routine. Breakfast, and family time, and out we went. And it's back to the farm cave. We grabbed some of the minerals from the chest and went ahead and sell some of those. And down to the farm to see the animals. And Robin was still working on our coop upgrade. Well, I guess she just started today. Went into the greenhouse and there was another empty spot, so we planted some melon seeds. And we grabbed some more jelly from the preserve bin, and we also got some more aged roe, and five shards. Then we collected some oak resin from our oak resin tree farm. And with the extra oak resin, we were able to make a few more kegs, but we were out of iron bars. So we were only able to make 21 at that time. So I grabbed some more iron bars, and we made it an additional 12 now. Then we headed over to Pierre's once more. And this time he was here, so we were able to buy some slime heart seeds. Got 96 slime heart seeds. And we sold a few more items. And back to Ginger Island we went with our magma caps. And I went in search of question mark, question mark, question mark. Nailing down his schedule to give him a gift was so difficult. Well, I shouldn't say his schedule, to her. And then we traded our magma caps for a bunch of pineapple seeds. Got 28 pineapple seeds now. And we cleared out some small little trees. Then we went over to West Beach again and cleared out some more coconut trees over there. And we went over to the extended quarry here so we can clear out some more rocks and also defeat some of the monsters over here. And they also produce magma caps, and we wanted to get some more of that too. And free crab cake as well. So we spent most of the night in this area working on these baddies. But it was getting late, so we had to leave. And back on the island farm, we sold a few stuff. And went over to see the island trader once more to trade for a few more pineapple seeds. And this time we got quite a bit more, got another 28. So it was just about time to go to bed, but I wanted to plant some of these 56 pineapple seeds we got. So we got started on it, but it didn't take long before we were passed out. And I got a surprise from Haley. She wanted to adopt another baby, and of course I said yes. And that day we made 30,374 G's. Now it was day 8 of summer and I still had pineapple seeds. Said hello to the little one and had some breakfast. Then it was over to the shed to continue placing down the pineapple seeds. And we got all 56 planted, but there was still a lot of open area, and our farm was harvested today, so we needed to plant some more. And because of the fairy's mistake, we had part of the crops on the island that was harvested as well. We cleared out a little bit of grass and got some hay. Now we made a few more kegs and some preserve jars as well. And the kegs in the shed, we saw there were quite a few bottles ready. So we threw some slime heart seeds in here to get processed and took out all the bottles of wines we had. And we got those sold. And then we went ahead and made some straw flooring. We're gonna set this down in front of the animal shed, but first we needed to plant out the seeds we got from Pierre, but it didn't really cover the entire area. And down to the animal shed, and we placed out all the straw flooring we made, but it was a bit chaotic because all of the animals were kind of just getting in the way. And we placed down 4 more of the preserve jars by the fish pond. And we collected a few more age row and some warp totems. Now it's back into the greenhouse. I wanted to get rid of the coffee beans and replace it with a different crop, because we had like 2 sets of 24 of the coffee. I didn't think we need as much anymore. So we cleared that out and got it fertilized and replanted with artichoke. Then we headed back up. And we made some more straw flooring. We made a lot more this time. We put some more slime hearts in to get processed into wine. And we grabbed some of the forage we had collected from the farm. And we made some summer seeds. And the summer seeds were also 7 days, so we got these planted in the missing spots. And then we headed to the mines and headed over to East Scarp. And here we have some kiwi fruits that were ready finally. We planted some of the seeds that we did have. We only had a few though. And then we placed down some of the 48 kegs we had crafted. And we harvested all of the kiwi fruits. And the slime hearts were also ready here. So we harvested these as well. And planted all the rest of the summer seeds we had. Well, some of them. They thought about putting the slime heart seeds to get processed over here, but there was already so many ancient fruit in there, we decided to take it to the farm instead. So back to the farm we went, and we headed to Ginger Island. I wanted to collect the seed makers because I wanted to process the kiwi fruits we had collected today. And we also went up to the volcano and into the caldera. Wanted to get some of our rings combined. I used an iridium band and the napalm ring. And we got one new ring. Then I combined a crab shell ring with the lucky ring. And we got our second new ring. And then I combined a phoenix ring with another lucky ring for our third new ring. And we headed back to the island farm and then over to the mainland. Then it was back to Scarp yet again. I wanted to get these kiwi fruits seeded. So we placed down a chest and attached the 3 seeders we had collected from Ginger Island. And we got some of those kiwi fruits in for processing. And I decided I will extend the area for our crops to be planted. And I did this as I waited to get some of the seeds processed. And we only got 13 so far. Got those planted. And then we check some of the processing. Nothing was processed as yet. And now we had 17 seeds. So we planted those. And it was already very late, so we just kept planting as many as we can. Got 4 more there. Planted 3 of them before passing out. And today we sold 238,000. Well, that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching.